episode starts with the scene when Igul is kidnapped by the Kurulus man, and now they are shouting in the middle of the castle to get Osman outside. If Osman does not leave his hiding place, Igul will be executed in the middle of the castle. But Igul shouts to Osman to not appear and the Alps hold Osman. In the next scene, Dunder Bey and the other beys came to the castle, but a Byzantine soldier bumps Bamzi Bey. Dunder Bey comes across Sofia with all his anger, and asks his daughter. The commander tells them that Osman killed Tekfur, but Dunder Bey denies it. Sofia wants Osman to prove if he is innocent. Meanwhile, Osman enters the salon, and pulls his sword. Sofia says that Osman will be tried by a fair court, including the Qais, and even the Beys. Bamzi Bey accepts this offer. Dunder Bey and others cannot make sense of it, but they accept the decision of Bamzi Bey. The commander's soldiers took Osman, and they took him to the dungeon. The commander came to the dungeon to question Osman, but Osman asked him if he had killed Tekfur. And he even rationally supports this claim. Although Osman had no reason to kill the Tekfur, the commander blames him and leaves the dungeon. Sofia tells Helen that Osman will escape from the dungeon, because she knows that Osman is not alone in the castle. Sofia asks Helen to summon Theocles because she plans to follow Osman, and find the treasure after he escapes from the dungeon. Dunder Bey goes back to the plane and talks to Bamzi Bey. Bamzi tells him that Osman was the soldier who bumped him at the castle and that Osman had a plan. Dunder Bey's son Badr is angry with Osman for what is happening, and he blames him, but he cannot change Dunder Bey's decision. Osman finds the key in the soup, which his Alps secretly put in the soup according to Osman's plans. He escapes his dungeon by defeating the guards. The commander comes to the dungeon and learns that Osman has escaped. He also suspects that Helen was the last person to come to the dungeon. Osman and the Alps talk about what to do in the forest. Meanwhile, Connor Alp comes to see them and he brings with him the drawings and plans of the castle. And then they suspect that someone is approaching them. The war starts between Theocles and Osman. Osman catches Theocles and makes him talk, so he finds out that Princess Sofia has sent them after him and takes Theocles as a prisoner. In the next scene, Afanda Yanis instructs his soldiers to bring Osman, but Osman has already escaped from the castle. In the next scene, as Osman and his Alps move through the forest, a group of people stops them. Among them was the woman who saved Osman. The woman tells him that, if he wants to know the answers to these secrets, he should come with her alone and go away together. In the next scene, Sofia apologizes to Afanda Yanis, and accepts all kinds of punishment. The commander enters the room, and he cannot make sense of what happened. He orders those soldiers to arrest Sofia and those around him, but the soldiers betray him. In the next scene, Osman and the woman enter a secret house through the bazaar. A man is waiting in a secret room inside the house. Osman approaches the man and asks him who he is. The man says his name is Edebali and Osman is surprised, because this man is a friend of his father and Osman has not seen him before. Osman also asks who the woman is, and Edebali tells him that the woman is his daughter Bala Hatchin. Osman tells him that he thinks they are in Kushish, and asks what they are doing here. Edebali tells him that they came here to light the resurrection fire, and asks Osman if he wants to be with them. Osman accepts this with one condition, and this condition is to know all the secrets, and asks about the treasure taken from the castle. Edebali says that the treasure belongs to them, and that they are fighting against the dark power in the castle. He says that the real purpose of Byzantium was to take the lands of the Turks and to destroy their economies. Osman believes in Edebali's words and says that unity is necessary. Edebali states they need to establish a new but a fair state. In the last scene of episode, Kalanos realizes that Princess Sofia and the soldiers at the castle have betrayed him. Nasser Yanis stops his soldiers and tells him the truth to fight together against the Turks. We are the only force that will get Byzantine back on its feet. Commander Kalanos. We're the only masters of that great, holy power. We swore to fight the Turks and bring our empire to its former glory, and protect Hagia Sophia and Constantinople. Who are you? Yanis. Monk Yanis. I'm a loyal servant of the Margaret Church, in Sayre. Everyone you see here, in the name of our church, are guards of Kaluka Hisar. Kaluka Hisar is just one of the castles under our control. Many more castles, with their commanders, soldiers, and even governors, are under our control. Commander Kalanos asks from Sofia, "What about you?" She says, I'm growing with the hate of the Turkish. I am a woman who is always obeyed, Master Giannis. I'm a woman who couldn't tell her feelings to the man she loved, because of this cause. I offer a commander like you to join us, to become more powerful, and to fight the Turks until the end. Third episode is end. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes. Thank you.